You get your ass up today, go out and look for a job.
I woke up still heartbroken about everything that took place.
No one. I'm tired of the white tears. What will you do after your next term? There is no next term.
The word today is job. J-O-B.
We done picking cotton. We are. I'm gonna be doing a few things here and there. We also have some podcast conversations that we'll be engaging in. We'll see about political commentating.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got to talk about the obscure and forgotten Jasmine Ghetto Behind Crockett, the hood raptor. This woman couldn't decide whether or not she was a ghetto bird who was constantly going to spout off a bunch of profanity and nonsense and snap her neck and, you know, wave her crazy fingernails and hair everywhere and the crazy eyelashes. Everything was just going bananas on this woman, or whether or not she was going to be a poised and eloquent and respectful and classy woman, more akin to like a Melania or even a Michelle Obama. So she couldn't decide, and the voters decided for her that they were going to pick a white man.
Tonight, the people of our state gave this country a little bit of hope, and a little bit of hope is a dangerous thing. I want to thank y'all.
Okay, her greatest adversary was inevitably the white man after all. So apparently Jasmine Crockett was right. The voters literally said that they couldn't pick her because they didn't think that America was ready for a black woman. This one woman struggled with her decision and cried because she wanted to vote Crockett. She had faith in Crockett to do the job, but she didn't have faith that she could win.
So yes, we need a fighter. And I was so ready to vote for Jasmine Crockett because I love her. But I voted for Tallarico because we need somebody who can win.
So it seems to me that Democrats don't really believe in black people. You know, who would have thunk it? But anyway, guys, Jasmine Crockett is over here coping and seething because she needs to find a new job. So effectively, this is what happens when you lose elections. This, a consequence is, I guess you got to go do something else. She failed miserably, and now she's talking about going back and, you know, maybe she could find some job as an attorney or something because she was licensed as, I don't know if her license is still active. I know she has her degree, so you could obviously go back and re-up your license if it expires or something. So let's see what she has to say about this. By the way, guys, there's a new feature on YouTube where you can hype videos. So be sure to like the video, hype the video. It helps out a lot. Appreciate you.
Hey, y'all.
Bruh, why she sit down in the chair? Jasmine Crockett gained some weight. Like, why she sit down so hard? And is it just me, or does she have like pink? Why her eye look like that?
Live stream or restream is looking.
So I was sifting through this video, and I noticed that there was a short remix for this. Bro, look at this thumbnail. This thumbnail is crazy. This is probably gonna be something akin to what my thumbnail for this video. That is, can I zoom in? That looks insane, guys. Why did Jasmine Crockett? She must have had something wrong with her eye today, man. Otherwise, why she wear these thick ass glasses? Anyway, they so crooked. Like, I know most people's ears are like a little crooked, but this is like massively like offset. That is insane.
Probably one of the things that hurt the most had nothing to do with me. It had everything to do with young girls and women. Seeing that for whatever reason, a candidate who was highly qualified was denied. I want to be clear to those young women and girls that watch the race.
I just want to make sure this is clear to everybody. Being qualified for something doesn't mean you're entitled to the position. Be it corporate America or in the government, You have to be chosen for the position. People have to think that you're right for the position. The qualifications, if qualifications was all that there was, you wouldn't need interviews. You wouldn't need to talk to anybody. You wouldn't need to campaign. You wouldn't need anything. You just send your resume in and whoever has top qualifications gets in. Obviously, that's not enough. I'm tired of this whole, oh, they got the qualifications. How come I didn't get it? It's just crying.
Question number 2 is from Kimberly. What will you do after your next term? There is no next term. This is the term. So my term ends in January. I'm gonna be doing a few things here and there. Some of what I've done.
That's code for I'm putting in job applications. I'm putting in the applications, guys. She didn't even have a firm. Just a look on her face. All right, I'm gonna let it keep going.
As I've been kind of off the radar, is engage in conversations. I just want to point out to y'all that prior to coming to Congress, I know it drives MAGA crazy, but I'm a whole lawyer. So I will potentially go back to practicing law. I'm engaged.
Bro, I'm telling you, like, Jasmine Crockett looked like she got pink eye. Like, look at her eye, man. I'm watching it the whole time, same as y'all. It looked like something is up with her eye. That's why she got the glasses on, and that's why they're so thick. But it didn't help. It makes her look crazy. She looks like one of them little toys with the crazy eyes. But anyway, in regard to the comment about lawyer, because I feel the need to say this because I hear people. Really, it's mainly black folks who say stuff like this. I do think it's an accomplishment to be a lawyer and a licensed attorney. However, I think that in the black community is a much bigger accomplishment than it is compared to in the world, because in other communities, a lot of people are attorneys. So saying that you're an attorney as if it's like some sort of big thing, I don't really think is all that it's cracked up to be. By all means, be proud, but don't be full of yourself is what I'm saying.
In conversations with some law firms about what that would look like. I want to be semi-flexible as it relates to the practice of law, because I absolutely want to get to this book. That will be, it'll feel like a thriller to me, child, because I've lived this life. But I definitely want to get to this book. We've had publishers that have reached out for some time, wanting me to do a book for a very long time. We also have some podcasts.
So she about to do a Kamala Harris and a Karine Jean-Pierre and a fake tapper. Like, all of these people release these books. At a certain point, it's almost like a rite of passage. But if everybody's doing it, doesn't that make it less special if everybody does it?
Conversations that we'll be engaging in. We'll see about political commentating. I would love to show up in the classroom.
She's gonna be on The View
and actually do a little professor thing here and there. The sky is the limit. So we're kind of going to be doing a little bit of everything. Many of you know that I have traveled this country endlessly on behalf of other people, other organizations, that kind of stuff. And I'm still doing a little bit of that. I am scaling back a lot, because one of the things that I realized is that I've been going and going and going, and I had not been taking care of myself. But for instance, this weekend, I'll be in Chicago. I've got to do some speaking. So I will continue to speak as well. Yeah. And we'll do some things around politics for sure. I'll figure out which way I want to play, but I want to make sure that we have real people. And I think an area that I want to really get involved in when it comes to politics is the disinformation game that comes into play. The disinformation game allowed for Trump to get back into office. And the disinformation game allowed for a lot of lies to permeate as if they were truth in my race. And I just don't want that. Like, I just want.
So first it was the Trump and the Republicans doing disinformation. And now she's admitting that the Democrats did disinformation against her. Nah, Jasmine, the problem is the disinformation didn't work. Once Elon Musk got X or Twitter and made it into X, then all the fake narratives, people could actually look it up themselves. And the news that was coming out like a mile a minute was quickly updated, fact checked, chopped and screwed, reviewed, anything you could think of. People were on top of it, so you couldn't put out false narratives anymore. The only reason why Sleepy Joe got elected is, one, because of disinformation, and two, because of the COVID mail-in ballot election. So I'm not trying to hear that. It's just a bunch of excuses with this woman. Like, it just gets old at a certain point. And then also, what the hell does that even mean? Like, getting into the mis and disinformation game. Like, that's not even a job. I mean, we already know how this is going to go, guys. Jasmine Crockett is going to join my ranks, okay? She's going to become a podcaster. She's going to have her live show. She's going to be like bald-headed Joy Reid. Whatever happened to Karine Jean-Pierre? Has anybody seen her? I feel like she went missing. Is she at home with her wife right now or something? Like, what happened to her? Is she at home like raising kids or something? She done been domesticated after Trump kicked all her ass out of the White House. I don't know exactly what happened, but Crockett's talking about, you really think that Jasmine Crockett is going to, bend the knee and end up working for another law firm? I know she's talking about, I know she wants some serious money. So I know that that's what she wants to do, but besides maybe some of the black law firms or something, like, who's really going to want to work with Crockett after all of the ruckus surrounding her? Like, political figures, I'm not sure are good for business. Maybe they are, but maybe they're not, right? Like, do you want that type of negative publicity surrounding your business with a person who's a controversial figure politically whatsoever? I'm not sure what she's going to do, but I think that she's going to be in these podcast streets. I think that she's going to try to get jobs on these woke shows like The View, MSNBC, stuff like that. I don't see her being able to get a job. I do think she's more marketable than Karine Jean-Pierre. Karine Jean-Pierre is definitely much more of a better propagandist and liar than Jasmine Crockett could ever be. But Jasmine Crockett has, her face card is on point, so I'll give her points for something. I do think she could probably better articulate points and put on a better show than somebody like Jean-Pierre or something, or a bald-headed Joy Reid, because Joy Reid's just ugly on the inside and out. So Jasmine Crockett at least doesn't have one of those problems. But these are just my thoughts, guys. Let me know what you guys think. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. I appreciate you guys watching. I'm out. Shout out to my members, patrons, and fellow anomalies: Cyber Noodle, 655, The Great, Bella Scott, Carpentier John, and Pinecone 6. I appreciate you guys every single day.
All kinds of other things. Let me be clear. I am like 1 foot in and 1 foot out of politics. And y'all know how I can get it in. Please mind your business.